Had he ever traveled alone before his backpacking trip? Shouldn't he be producing? Your neighbor is the minister. He couldn't find his umbrella on a rainy day. I won't help. A friend of mine recommended the book. I need to make a reservation at the restaurant for tonight. They had planned the trip for months, but it was cancelled due to bad weather. The canvas is a blank page waiting for inspiration. A blue shirt is cheaper than a green one. Why didn't you attend the meeting? Axe. I'm so excited to go to the beach this weekend. We will not shake at noon. Can you give me a sponge bath? Should not make an annual commitment. I'm going to the bookstore to buy a book. He needs to improve his piano skills every day. Sometimes you weren't well behaved. If he comes early, we can have dinner together. The mistake was made by me. Can't I specify it every year? I'm not sure, Mike. Do you speak French? Sweat. Can you help me? Can we host now? There is too much milk in the refrigerator. Are there relatives managers? Shouldn't say it at noon. He will start his own business next year. The screen is too bright for me to look at it for long periods of time. 2. I will study in the library tomorrow at 15:00. Could you lend me some pens, please? They are interested in learning new languages. It is inspired by the human form. If you study regularly, your grades will improve. The train moves according to the schedule. I won't waste chalk. His wife is a singer. Isn't every week excluded? Could it fit then? Were you responsible? These are very beautiful places. They wouldn't request it. My stepfather was Draper. He drove towards the shopping center. Now he refuses. I won't have time to go on vacation any earlier than next week. I visited New York City twice. He enjoys listening to classical music. Let's set some goals for the next quarter. Have a good journey. You can edit a document in Microsoft Word. They love watching movies together and having a weekly movie night. The size of the house is small. Take your chance. Students will present their projects in class. I shouldn't exceed it. Is there any character limit in this field? It's getting cold outside. The doctor said, you should take this medicine 3 times a day. The office is usually full of people. Of course, no problem. We participated in a language exchange program to practice speaking English. I'm from New York. I couldn't do it. Should we add? Do you sell gift wrapping supplies? Are they often unable to adapt? Let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. After the rain stopped, they went for a walk. We'd better be careful when crossing the street. We were going to become linguists in a month. We would like 4 tickets, please. We will clean it up after 5 years. When I get my money, I will go shopping. It's a privilege. If there's no chance of a storm, I'll go out. I went to the store to buy some food. I take a nap when I feel tired. Do we have to forget? I will study abroad next semester. There are few grapes. They should not trade after 2 hours. You should rest more. We can kill at noon. Today I examined 2 different topics. Do you have gluten-free products? What are your plans for the weekend? I wish I could meet my favorite celebrity. What is the purpose of your trip? Be punctual. He enjoys playing chess in his spare time. How are you feeling? May I assist you? Whose cologne is this? Have you met? Person's name. We have gluten-free and vegan options. He's as sick as a dog. Does he have to be a musician every 2 weeks? They don't care. Can I pick you up? Learning English can help you in your career. Destiny. I worked with him for the last 2 months. I have a dentist appointment at 10 and will be back at 12. The book I am reading is a mystery novel. Can't you be the songwriter of the decade? What is your name? Where is the nearest supermarket? Axe. He reminded himself to buy food. Not for me, but thanks for the offer. We had the faulty television repaired by the technician. His wife is the vocalist. I walked towards the store. I studied mathematics. I will wait for you until the end of the day. Won't he stay? The fog is thickening outside. They couldn't notice it for the previous 4 evenings. A little cool. Their grandchildren were fashion designers. It was completely agitated. Don't I save often? Won't we go into debt? How much does a can of soda cost? Let me think. John, what is the vendor ID you mentioned? What an amazing performance. Won't you shoot? They were playing basketball in the park. His comments were irrelevant to the current discussion. I love going to the beach. They pushed their own limits. Weaken your foundations. Wouldn't he win? Is it okay if I accompany you? Do you want to come? We'll be at the cinema in 10 minutes. The campaign highlighted in red were John's test campaigns. Does not promise. He won't go to bed until he finishes the episode. His grandchildren were filmmakers. Beetroot tuna. Basically, his half-brother was an investor. You should talk. The coffee is hot. Getting enough sleep is necessary. Didn't it include? Thank you. Not all of the cookies were eaten at the party. Won't he guide often? Can the result be available after 3 weeks? Everyone ate the cake. Not where. The picture he made hangs on the wall. His half-sister is an oncologist. I saw a pink rabbit in the forest. Won't they rise next year? Rigorous. Approximately 80% of the world's population lives in urban areas. He was trying to find his lost wallet. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. The new laptop is faster than the old one. I walked to the store yesterday. I don't notice anything special about the situation. Shall we go swimming or play mini golf? We will be going on a road trip next month. May not be able to provide funding every 2 weeks. I'll meet you at the library. Can he be sure right away? How do you spell it? They think I went out for lunch. They will go on vacation next month. When will you do it? Can I return this if I'm not satisfied? I'd be happy to help. He's studying for his geography exam. The suitcase is too heavy for me to carry. The dog is too big for my apartment. Have you ever tried scuba diving? Doesn't he create? When the party starts, he will have been preparing for the party for a week. I've never been to Chicago. He is a strong athlete. I would like to try these shoes, please. They decided to walk to the beach, even though it was far. I know. He is not only a lawyer but also a judge. He'd better take a break before he gets tired. To continue. I can't wait to go on holiday, he said. They swam in the pool. The music is so loud it's hard to concentrate. Shouldn't he give his name after 1 month? They need some platform training. Can't I do missionary work later? You must have reserved a table at the restaurant. He needs to find a new job. He is too focused on his own goals to care about others. We don't have a swimming pool. Is there a shoe department in the store? He waters the plants in the garden. I'm going to the park. You may not be able to reply after an hour. We were getting ready to sit down and eat. It keeps me up at night. He was standing behind her as he spoke. Prepositional verb. He will start a new job in a different city. Can't he get married after 2 centuries? They are attending a concert. Your sister was a producer. The car was washed by John. The beach gets quite crowded during the summer months. We could hear the birds singing in the morning. I'm a little tired, but I'll make it to the movie. Can be locked. Could provide immediate financing. Couldn't try anytime soon. I teach English to children. The sound coming from the kitchen made him curious. The error was repeated several times. The colors in this painting create a feeling of warmth. The tree was planted in the garden. He bought a new car. How long will it stay? The government renovated the building. We went to the supermarket to buy some food. Hot sausages. Related. Let me hold it. I'll have spinach and artichoke dip as an appetizer. I'm excited to start my new job next week. He went to the beach to relax and sunbathe. He not only runs marathons but also participates in triathlons. Which day? He was born in a small town. Today is the anniversary of the death of our country's founder. Did he wash the car? The cake was shared among the guests. Did he play guitar before he broke the string? What a beautiful apartment. I don't want a big house. Let's take a day trip to the beach. The government resurfaced the road. Didn't he captain at dusk? When I miss the bus and my sister drops me off at school, I let my sister know. Finally, after months of hard work, I was able to finish writing my book. His brother-in-law is a psychiatrist. Who do you live with? Do you have a pen I can borrow? I ate before coming home. Is there room for one more person in the car? I'm planning to visit my grandparents next weekend. Can't he be an artist anymore? They listen to the radio. It would expand after 2 nights. Pay fake service. Can't I work as a waiter sometimes? I'm not a fan of horror movies. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Your nephew was the night watchman. Can we cost? Was I studying when you called? Was it the measure? What happened? The dress she is wearing is very beautiful. We were saving money for our vacation. What's your favorite color? Do you have any allergies? Don't I paint at noon? Take out a piece of paper. I was able to command at 4 midnight the night before. I voted for the candidate with the best policies. Special. Could you please explain this again? He prepared dinner for his family. Consistency. Yes, I enjoy a good laugh. John has great potential. It doesn't connect for 2 weeks. The dog chased the ball in the garden. The cat is sitting on the chair. A good cook. Playing musical instruments is a lot of fun. Have you seen this movie before? We're a rent. How often do you try to play guitar? Asking for help is nothing to be ashamed of. I have never attended a job interview at Company X before. They were studying for the biology exam together. I was going to school. What a delicious pizza. I forgot my keys at home. I went to the hospital yesterday. Can't I finish it then? The computer shut down accidentally. Anxiety. Do you remember the guy who fixed our car? He always wears trendy clothes. I have to skip to the next meeting. See you later. Are their grandchildren dietitians? They were playing football in the park. They wear matching clothes on special occasions. I'll have bread pudding for dessert. I think we should stay away from crowded environments. We will volunteer at the local shelter on weekends. What time of day? Is this the store where we can buy food? I'm not sure if I'm the right person for you. Students were preparing for the exam. How beautiful. You are a ray of sunshine. He would have come of age in 2 centuries. He had been playing guitar for years before joining a band. He used to work as a waiter, but now he is a chef. Are you hiring? I've been trying to focus more on my health lately. The exam was easy, he passed successfully. Can play every day. I'm meeting John at the park tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Will there be a coroner in 1 year? Can I get a rain check for this sale item? He did not forget when the sun rose. Grilled squid. It's 3 o'clock today. I climb. Did they burn? He usually takes a taxi to work. Here's your change. At the end of the day, we managed to reach consensus. I don't destroy every day. Will it cover? Have you visited the art museum downtown? A small car is cheaper than a big one. There are a wide variety of artists in the museum. Math class. I understand. He is one of the most important people in my life. Rudeness. Shouldn't we be playwrights in 4 evenings? Never mind. We need to both study for the exam and complete our homework. My sister is a doctor. You can survive. The decision attracted public attention. Are we going to go into forensic medicine after 1 day? Will you be able to pick me up from the airport? I'm on a diet because I shouldn't eat sweets. I'll be back to check on you soon. I've already cooked dinner. His son is a pediatrician. We joined a sports club to stay in shape. Our mother was a drummer. They like to play football on weekends. Yes, we have a bar. Have you ever tried sushi? The cable company is coming to install our new internet connection. I'll have key lime pie for dessert. What time do you usually get up? You were getting married. We can't figure it out after 5 weekends. I don't think marriage is necessarily the best solution. If they had tickets, they would go to the concert. Their brother was at the fundraiser. What it looks like. Refreshing. He concluded. I love swimming in the ocean. I'm going to the shopping mall. Did you continue at night? He wouldn't lie after 5 seconds. Lose it after a weekend? If they do their best, they can win the championship. Shouldn't I guarantee it after 3 a.m.? Let me introduce you to some of my colleagues. Can't they be businesswomen at night? Will you settle down now? The legacy of the ancient civilization still exists. Central Park is a popular tourist destination. I can't find the can opener. The artist is known for his use of vibrant colors. I will start my own business in the near future. Consistency in studying will lead to better grades. Should we reduce it? I'm so excited for the weekend. He is a talented photographer. They had dinner before going to the movie. Aware of this. Does it appear every year? Would he get hurt? Be aware of your body language. They shouldn't juggle often. They will have completed the renovation by next week. I filled out all the forms. At 5 midnight I am an economist. Definite. Were their grandchildren butchers? We were stargazing when we saw a shooting star. Is there a pharmacy in this store? Urgent. She dances gracefully. Why won't I be after 5 days? Can't he become a notary in 3 seconds? She is a teacher and enjoys working with children. You should wear a helmet while cycling. Shame is an emotion. To be completed only if one person is nominated for promotion. He goes to the library once a week. You can get points from last year. I'm reading a book right now. What do you think about eliminating carbon in automobile technologies? You shouldn't always want to. He took swimming lessons to overcome his fear of water. The gas station is just ahead. He played basketball every day and as a result, he managed to get into the school team. We must start. Thanks a lot. He might lend you his car if you ask nicely. If he had more time, he would paint abstract paintings. How to sauce chicken wings. He's a pervert. They must be night watchmen for 2 weeks. Frequent salesperson. To be honest, are you with me so far? Do you offer homemade desserts? Jim, I'm here to make you assume, you know that. I don't judge you. Are you doing anything on Saturday night? Are there grandchildren receptionists? By the way, I don't understand why Tom came. Were they becoming tailors in 2 seconds? Do you have weekly advertising? Are there discounts for military personnel? There is no milk in the refrigerator. Join me. I'm not sure about this. Next year he can't doubt it. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. Eric is extremely good at chess. Did you sleep well? Practice makes perfect. They go to the cinema every weekend. It doesn't suggest anything. Which museum do you like to go to? He couldn't handle it every week. Can I use my smart card for contactless transactions? Another option to consider is postponing the meeting. Can I rarely keep it? Will they write the lyrics for 2 a.m. later? We can't plan the party without a budget. The employee was fired for stealing company property. I plan to study tonight. I'm so sorry to hear this. After the concert we went to eat with friends. This is too much work. The sun set in the evening. Their cousins are bounty hunters. I'm so sorry for being late. Let's get something to eat. I wrote a letter to my friend. We were very impressed by his speech. It was a very light breeze. He took care of his sick mother for months before she passed away. John deserves a promotion. How is your family? Do we have any topic? They surfed in Australia. Put it down. Being shocked. The keys are in the drawer. We were waiting for the concert to start. We will celebrate our anniversary at a fancy restaurant. What time do you have lunch? A few days ago. Is my stepsister a bailiff? I want to take a trip to Europe. How was the weekend? Both employees and customers will benefit from this upgrade. They will come home late tonight. How much? How wonderful. I think you should buy a car. What's this? It's a pen. Is his mother a bus driver? You should study regularly to improve your grades. When I came to pick him up he had already left the airport. Envelope. When I woke up, the sun had already risen. Empathy. Will it be resolved at dawn? Didn't you have a funeral from time to time? There is a flower in the garden. I'm in the same room with you. The car is red. He will make a presentation during the conference. Do I need to renew it every month? Am I an entrepreneur one day? The park passes through the tunnel. When I woke up, he had already had breakfast. The city I went to for work was quite crowded. When I came home, John was sleeping. Where are you now? They will play tennis at 4 o'clock. Children play outside all day. Sometimes I don't eat lunch. Students presented their projects in class. I will take swimming lessons in the future. I understand your point of view. Jessica's jewelry is truly beautiful. I finished reading the book yesterday. That book is interesting. How often do you eat out? Wasn't I a ballerina at sunset? They must pay the rent by the 1st of the month. It may snow tomorrow. They did not act as principals at noon. Shouldn't he care? I will cook tonight. Believe me. He pointed at the menu with his finger. I hate the crowds at the mall on weekends. Fashion designer every year. He sometimes worked as a pharmacist. After that we can move on to the next task. Lead 2. You didn't tell anyone, did you? We need to finish this project by the end of the week. It was a dark and stormy night. The child who got lost in the park was finally found. I'm going to paint my bedroom next weekend. How did you walk? Can't we rarely pass? Insufficient data prevented our analysis. Is your mother-in-law a gatekeeper? I play football with my friends. Do you have any vacancies? We will watch a movie at home this evening. Do you want something? Our grandchildren are chemists. You are a true confidant. I do not feel good. What was that? Were their stepsons an educator? I'm sorry to interrupt your holiday. Can't it rise? Didn't he pay salary? We used to have a garden, but we moved to an apartment. Are you kidding me? Didn't I deny it before? What's the spiciest curry dish on the menu? What is the purpose of this board game? What is your problem? If they had gone earlier, they wouldn't have missed the train. I have had a cough for the last 3 weeks. Time flies when you're having fun. They could always aim. A mosquito just bit me. The museum is hosting an event for local art enthusiasts. Can't we get it done soon? The singer who will perform tonight is famous. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Properly. You have to nanny in 3 seconds. Will they not impress at all? Flowers were collected from the garden. Can you help me find the address of the restaurant? After that, I eat apples while my father sleeps. He wrote a poem for his lover. He goes to the gym 3 times a week. Proactive. Tutor the grandchild? Sarah is going to babysit her neighbor tonight. Was your daughter a sailor? The bus has been waiting for half an hour. I am proud of your achievements. We appreciate your effort. Who is your favorite band? I've loved you since 1980. As a result, we need to work harder. They may arrive late to the concert. The laptop I use for work is very reliable. Isn't it normally open? He will find a new job soon. I wish he had had the opportunity to study abroad. Wasn't it effective the night before? You can't judge a book by its cover. He was working on the project all day. Shouldn't he be a dermatologist every day? Was his stepfather a fashion designer? The performance of the legendary actor amazed the audience. Can I have extra avocado in my salad? They want to buy a new house in the city. This book is so interesting that I can't put it down. We have been living in this city for 5 years. Can I compare after 2 months? Could you turn the music down, please? Lately, public speaking is difficult. We had to cancel our outdoor picnic due to bad weather conditions. How many people are on the bus? Consistency in meditation leads to greater awareness. They can buy a new car with their savings. Would you like to join us for dinner tonight? Even though it is challenging, I enjoy solving puzzles. A black cat crossed the street in front of me. Shouldn't we serve the next day? You look like your sister. Will I thank 1 a.m.? My car broke down this morning. The legendary musician gave an unforgettable concert. Thanks for warning me. It was not organized. He couldn't call anyone because he forgot his phone at home. He does this every day. The store closes at 8 p.m. I am sad. Habit. Couldn't contact. You don't feel it after 1 week. The teacher should have given clearer instructions. The cat is very fast. He is a compassionate caregiver. We cleaned the house yesterday. We love traveling to new places. I should not include. How is your family? You remember what happened? I need to return some books. Is it always loading? He finished his homework before dinner. We saw it on TV. We need to brainstorm some new ideas. Can't we accept weekly? We must respect our elders. Children are playing in the park. They arrived at the concert on time. Do you think like that? Were we gatekeepers before? This problem is difficult to solve. Were their cousins dietitians? I go to the gym to exercise and get in shape. I'm really tired and just want to go to bed. The movie we watched on TV was very funny. I progressed much faster in the later parts of this journey. I love going hiking in the mountains. Whose picture is on the wall? Is there a children's menu for children under 5? Then he might not be a sportscaster. Can you lend me some money until payday? I'm going to work on my car this afternoon. Imitate. I'm going to the market to buy a cake. Can't we cause the sunset? You're out of control. The company will be hiring new employees soon. They couldn't believe it either. Hello. How can I help you? He is an excellent writer and has published many books. His friend is a model. Please fill in. Did I do something wrong? English was spoken all over the world. He has enough money to buy a new car. I'll have the lava cake for dessert. My teacher who taught me mathematics is now a principal. They slept in on Saturday morning. Please let the nurse know if you need help. His stepdaughter was a waitress. He was swimming an hour ago. Tempting a later 4 a.m.? You shouldn't be a professor anytime soon. Are you flying for the first time? Do they exercise? The teacher explains the lesson to the students. Where are the scissors? Do you have to write lyrics sometimes? I will rarely appreciate it. Think about. Can't dive? They swim in the pool every day. Can you pass me the salt, please? They ask. Tom is going to the cinema and I'm going too. I see your sister. Did you do weightlifting at night? Your grandfather was a machinist. Then the place gets dirty and smells like food. He doesn't drink alcohol. We can challenge every year. I like to read books when I have free time. Your relatives were airmen. There are 2 notebooks on it. The building was on fire. Pull back. Burn. Can understand complex concepts. The film is in French with English subtitles. Computer. The details of the report. whose every aspect was thoroughly researched, were impressive. We had a lot of fun on holiday. I have so much power. He is riding a rabbit. I'm not cruel, I just want to know what happened. Let me finish this part before I go. Why did you go? His stepmother is a civil engineer. When will you add it? They will complete the construction by the end of the week. Can you speak slower? Lasagna is delicious. The book you recommended is very good. Even though he was scared, he still got on the roller coaster. I wish I could be as confident as he is. He will graduate from university in June. He studied for his exam last night. When should you give up your seat on public transport? He could play the piano very well. The bus was delayed due to bad weather conditions. The bus route has changed. The house was decorated for the party. You don't text me later in the morning. This is where you were born. They may not forget on a weekly basis. The exhibition includes works by local artists. We will not force it after 1 week. He is talking to his friend. Is your stepsister a chemist? It shouldn't be disturbing. I am currently studying English. To take. I am not support. I am sad. Should he be suspicious now? The car he drives is very expensive. He had saved enough money to buy a new car. You are a reliable person. Break. Notebook. Do you sell reusable shopping bags? How can I go there? Should I not go after 4 weekends? What's your favorite food? I was tired after that long flight. They won't check. He has been studying abroad for a year. The food prepared by the chef tasted very good. Shouldn't we exercise every day? Bye. He likes to play video games with his friends. You can't be doing this. The legacy of the ancient civilization still exists. He bought a toy for his son. It was a competition. My colleague is the stewardess. Even though I was tired, I stayed up late to finish the book. This is their dog barking. We will not be registering soon. I'm sorry, but I can't come to your wedding, he said. Your son was a columnist. The cat chased the mouse. Is her husband a civil engineer? His nephew is a shop assistant? The baby is babbling. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Tom. We have dinner at 7 p.m. He wrote a letter to his friend. The artist's process is both thoughtful and deliberate. I was spilling it frequently. Even though it is difficult, I believe in my ability to overcome obstacles. We don't like it. You should not repeat it at sunrise. We are attending a concert this evening. Will we be baristas next year? His grandmother is a comedian. Your boarding time is 15:00. He played football in his youth. Is my husband a vocalist? Is our mother an advocate? I could feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins. Could they get worried right away? I've already seen the sunset. We had our laundry washed in the laundry. We must go somewhere. We had to cancel our outdoor picnic due to bad weather conditions. We had a party on New Year's Eve. Hi John. Omar asked me the following question. What answer to him? He was watching a movie when he fell asleep. If you don't practice, you won't improve. Tonsil. He is preparing for the entrance exam. I want to order pork chops. You are in front of me. I should never believe you. This puzzle is driving me crazy. We watched a football match on TV. Can we renew a year in advance? For some people the food is too spicy. I had visited that museum many times before. Subtract. I exercised regularly, so I became fitter. You may not be able to analyze it right away. Is his neighbor a fisherman? When the clock strikes midnight, it is New Year's Eve. I'll meet John in front of the library at 4 o'clock. Don't they ride normally? She is your daughter and she loves you. He's squeezing the money. I have a pack of oranges. My mother-in-law was a pediatrician. I found a reason for myself. How to cook beef for frying. I will see your friends. I wish I could travel to space. Were his nephews workers? They stay in a hotel during their trip. I can't deny that I'm a little depressed. Your father was a pipeplayer. Did they paint a week ago? I had breakfast at home. Is his mother a lawyer? What are the details of this ticket? Would they hide? Their aunt was a psychologist. I could hear the laughter of children playing in the park. Where do you stand on this issue? I don't notice anything unusual. He studied medicine for years before becoming a doctor. Can we have pizza for dinner? What should I do now? Was my sister a landlord? He was saving money for a vacation. But then his car broke down and he had to use the money for repairs. On the other hand, can he become a hairdresser later? Purchased every week. He had bought it. A product is something produced by a process. I have a runny nose. The glass is on the table. He always comes to work early. I will finish writing the book by the end of the year. We had already booked our flight before we learned about the hurricane. The different views of the group members created tension. I will watch TV at 9. Speaking of which, did you see the last episode? What would you like to do? Your X-rays look normal. You can apply every day. Who do you think is the most beautiful girl in our class? They volunteer at the local soup kitchen once a week. I will buy a new phone. The Empire State Building is the tallest building in New York. Can it touch? The doctor prescribed medication to relieve the patient's pain. He was the best choice among the candidates. How did you sleep? The book I read last month was amazing. We need to stick to budget for this project. May I help you? They trained every day to win the competition. He is applying for a visa. We can go for a walk this weekend. Can you turn off the lights? They can rarely mention it. I am so grateful for your friendship. Worn now? I will sleep early tonight. Whose room is this? Turn back. The artist is known for his strong political statements. Your son is a police officer. If the air is dirty, I won't go out. Despite criticism, he remained true to his principles. I don't understand, he said. Will we give work at dawn? Are we not supposed to be aware? This is a bit of an exaggeration. Can I return a product if it has been opened? They moved to a new city last year. Are you kidding me? Harmless. He gave me a dirty look. I want to go to the beach this weekend. Does it harvest after 1 second? Is his nephew an economist? I have a lot of faith. What a delicious dessert. On the other hand, I like you. Were my grandchildren horsemen? Is there any wine left in the bottle? I woke up early today and had breakfast. He studied English for 2 years. He cut himself while shaving. Is his stepbrother a ranger? You will take a step after 4 weeks. Do you grow old at sunset? You are very kind. Is there a breakfast buffet on weekends? Their mothers are baristas. The one we run for Unilever is blue. I like to read books when I have free time. Couldn't we connect? Won't we be singing in 2 days? Oh, I know what girls like. Is his father a psychiatrist? John always takes on and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. Our relatives are physicists. He is waiting for his friend at the cafe. Which is your favorite book? He enjoys sketching in his spare time. They may not reflect after one evening. This number of tickets is too many. We will have a meeting in the afternoon. They lack proper education. They were having dinner when the phone rang. He's been working on this project for a week. I'll start a new job next week, he told his brother. We will build our new house next year. Clue. With the help of my friend, I was able to move into my new home without any problems. I feel great. I've already had lunch, he told her. Thanks in advance. It's time to call it a day. Consistency is the key to success in any endeavor. We can intensify later at 3 a.m. Could say. Children made a sand castle. He managed to memorize the lyrics. Was your aunt a rower? We accept cash, credit card and mobile payments. Is your brother a geologist? Aren't they supposed to live at noon? I will graduate from university next year. Would you like a drink? Which part of the symbol tells you that a sound is long? John, are you here? I will send you a postcard from my trip. How should I prepare for a job interview? If I had more experience, I could apply for this job. They love ice cream. He studied for the exam all week. He needs to go to Air Traffic Controller 1 later in the morning. I will have finished my exam when you come here. Can't they be missing after a month? We went to the park with my friends. Something very new in this industry. Could you please tell me the time? I've never played this game before. If they invite us, we will attend the party. Shave. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. I wish I could sing like a pro. My husband is a policewoman. Was my grandson a window cleaner? Then they could count. I prefer to eat out. He felt exhausted after this difficult conversation. The cake was in the oven an hour before baking. We will eat. What would you do if you were in my situation? I'm not sure if I'm following, but can you give me an example? Do you have any children? He needs to buy a birthday present. We need to do laundry and fold clothes. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. Was your stepdaughter a publicist? Do you have any books? He did not produce films frequently. It is important to have goals. They are afraid of public speaking. Couldn't you design it? He's riding a bicycle. Anytime. I understand. It should cook after 3 evenings. I want to walk in the park. I have no different opinion. The new shirt is more fashionable than the old one. Dependence. Could you please button up my dress? I can't reach the top. His wife was a mechanic. They have to wear sunscreen at the beach. Doesn't he join at dusk? Handle of the door. The sun sets behind the mountains. Don't they listen? Would you like to dance? We were very impressed with the show. They are important to me and I think they are important to you too. It's nice to have a cup of tea in the evening. If I had more time, I would learn to play guitar. Format. I hope you're having a good day. Let me help. I'll buy a new dress. Doesn't it say 5 days later?